Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Doyle. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Looking for space, it's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
There he goes. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It's a draw. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Runs through the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Using his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. Fourth and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Off the play fake on first down. Wasting no time taking a shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 35. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Gentry. Breaks into the... Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
The give on the option. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games.
He uncorks one deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Try to get it to the edge. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Doyle. He gets a block. He's got an alley. is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to scramble. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Panthers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
Rotate over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. These corners backing off a bit. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The give to the back. It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming, looking for a big gain. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to convert on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it out. It's Doyle. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Gentry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Charles. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quickly to the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position, because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown conversion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 24 to Oregon State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Tootin. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring the big plays.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
Gain of 2. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Doyle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They take the lead with the 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Power football with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh, and this kick's going to bounce out of bounds at the 30-yard line. What a mistake, and what field position as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. The short hands, it's Doyle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
42, Georgia Tech, 35.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it still on his feet. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're...
Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Potts. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their... Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Unloads it left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll go to the air. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Doyle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. He leaves it with his back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's Doyle. And he'll run out of bounds, but he looks short. I think he misjudged the line.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Doyle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Tootin. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. New set of downs after the completion.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions.
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. Touchdown, Panthers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to pass. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Potts. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The toss to the outside. Got the first down and still on his feet. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Potts. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. To the ground with the bat. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll bring it out. It's Doyle. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tootin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turning it on! Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tootin.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Looking to throw for it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on this kicker now. You need to make this kick to send it into overtime, but this is not a chip shot. This is not a gimme, and this is college football. Crazier things have happened.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to Brown. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to move the sticks on 4th and short here in overtime. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete, and they turn it over here in the first possession of overtime.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
Thanks so much for spending